It's a full-time occupation, just keeping track of you. And I thought I lost your footsteps on this crowded avenue. I'm going to start changing my focus from orality to the written word. So I'm going to be cutting down on these videos. I see by my analytics that people only like to see the new videos. And I always agreed. But I have over 400 videos here, and so I started looking over some of my older ones. They're quite profound. I have enough information in these videos for many lifetimes of analysis. And so I question why people don't see my old videos. They just keep waiting for the new ones. People love Kabbalah, In the final analysis, if you don't have a Jewish soul, don't bother studying it. You're not going to comprehend it. Kabbalah is predicated on the Jewish opus, the writings, traditions. But more than that, it's predicated on the uniqueness of the Jewish neshama and the yehida, the aspect of God that a Jew has that's different than a non-Jew. We know this, that the Jew is different than the non-Jew. How do we know this? Because of the Holocaust. They wanted to kill all the Jews. And so we know that the Jew has been a subject of anti-Semitism. But the greatest anti-Semitism, in my opinion, is found in the desire to study Kabbalah if you're not Jewish. This is expressed to me or is expressed for me by, let's say, Madonna being the poster girl of Kabbalah and the Kabbalah Center. Her study of Kabbalah, why would Madonna want to study Kabbalah? Number one, she's a woman. Number two, she's not Jewish. See? But they want to study the highest thing. You see, Madonna became a star, rich, everything. But she wanted more. See that? More. Everything wasn't enough. She wanted the highest. She is a great star. And so she wanted the highest thing that a person could attain. And what is that highest thing a person could attain? Number one, being a Jew. And after being a Jew, to study Kabbalah, which is the essence and the secrets of Judaism that would only be applicable for a Jewish soul. So she wanted to study Kabbalah. You see? To find the secrets of Judaism. 25 years ago, I used to teach some Kabbalah classes at a place called the Learning Center or something. No, I forget the name, to tell you the truth. And the people came in, and I told them the name of my my email is called Kabbalistic Solutions. Or that I was a Kabbalistic teacher. They used to think I said capitalistic, you see. They used to think I said capitalistic solutions, not Kabbalistic solutions. In fact, that'd be an interesting thing. Kabbalistic solutions for capitalistic problems. Or capitalistic solutions. Anyway, the point is that they associate Jews with money and being good at making money. So they think that the Kabbalah has some secrets in it about making money. And they're so preoccupied with it that they hear the word Kabbalistic as capitalistic. And in this sense, again, to me that's anti-Semitic, associating Jews with money. So, Jews have a secret because they couldn't have the secret because they make money. And that's the secret for these people. And so that's why, in a certain sense, Madonna was drawn into Kabbalah. And then she became all of a sudden a poster girl for the highest kind of studies in the world. So, a lot of people are drawn to that. Of course, they have the same origin. If one isn't Jewish, you're not going to adhere to the essences. So you might as well find the structural formula another way. The structural formula is available in many, many disciplines. In fact, all disciplines. And the weird thing is, I wasn't going to, as you can see, I'm a little angry. I wasn't going to give you the secret. Here's the secret that I've been doing. At the highest echelons, there's the thing what I consider the law of three. That law of three is in the one. The one is expressed as three. That's no different than the Christian. This threeness is expressed within the body of right, left, and center. Go study Aikido. The greatest Aikido expert is Jewish, but he didn't want to be kind of like following Jewish things. He went and studied Aikido. Now he doesn't understand, or he does understand, why Aikido isn't popular. It's the same principle. Study the Gurdjieff principles of the fourth way. Study Sufism. Any of these esoterics. The tree of life, which has 10 sephiroth, is an expression of the law of three and the law of seven. It's no different than the Enneagram of the Gurdjieff school and Sufism. The combination of circular and linear. Three gunas how 3 becomes 6. And if you multiply, and how 3 basic letters become 6 words. So the 6 is related to the 3. It's obviously related because it's double. And 3 times 3 is 9. So, what I'm going to start to do is study my old videos. Go backwards in time. That's a high level of atik. Atik yomin. Former days. And there's a higher level called radlo. Again, expressed in the negative. Some of the things in my videos, if you can't see the negative is higher than the positive, that's my whole teaching. Tarry with the negative, like Hegel says. Negative theology, like Maimonides. If you're not Jewish, study Hegel. But if you're Jewish and you study this, then you're going to, or not Jewish, you're going to have to see how Kabbalah applies itself to the Jewish world. Are you familiar with, like, the months? Do you know all the letters? Do you know the gematria of the letters? Do you know what letters the Torah starts with, the name? First word. Do you know some of the esoteric texts, the Tikkuni Zohar? Have you read these texts in their original language? Or have you relied on translations? To me, the translation into English Bible, English Old Testament, is the same as the Christian opus of studying in English the New Testament or the Old Testament in English. You can't translate these things down because they're energies. So you're studying something, question yourself why you're studying Kabbalah. Is it for the excitement to be involved in something esoteric that so few can be involved in? Do you recognize that your soul, that there's such a thing as a Jewish soul? If you don't, then you're not really studying the Kabbalah anyway. Because the whole thing about Kabbalah is that it's unique for the Jewish soul. So you're studying what I would say is right-handed without a left hand. And you will never attain the balance until you can do right hand and left hand and then get the balance. And when the right hand and left hand come together, you get the clap. Be careful. Don't get the clap. The clap is the center. Shema. Hear the clap. That's the right hand, the left hand coming together, and then you get the center. So there are certain things that orality does for me, because I never said that before, and if I was writing that, I wouldn't get it, because I needed the sound of speaking. So I'm doing it. And I just gave you the sound of silence. And this is the sound of the clap. And notice when you clap, the hands come together in the middle, because that opens up the center. When the left and right are balanced, they come together in the middle, the center opens. Quite frankly, it'll open almost automatically. This is the Ida, the Pingala. When they are open and balanced, the Shushumna runs, and miraculously, it runs by itself. You don't have to start saying Shushumna. What you have to start doing is getting Ida and Pingala. It is so hard in this society because from the very beginning we're told to be one-handed. The word Sitra Akra means other side. Other side of your body, other side of your back. Been walking backwards, haven't you? The other side after death is called that. So find your place that's appropriate to what you are. Jews have a soul that is a spark of God. That's what makes Kabbalah different. You could study that all day long. You know? It's not another subject you learn in school, like getting it out of a menu, like I did my college, first years of college. I remember they gave me the whole menu. Well, I took the fancy thing on the menu and I flunked. You know? 5th term college French I took to start. And then after I got my D, I was in 6th term college French, because I didn't get the marks till I was in the 2nd term already. They were talking French when I was 17 years old. It was only in French, the class. Why didn't I take Introduction to French? And that's what I did in my 2nd college. LIU. I went to after I went to NYU. NYU, then LIU. College boy. Spending my time sitting in a chair like this, sitting in a chair. Where do you think I learned this from? Sitting in a chair. So, These were just a few words I was going to say of why I'm not going to have many more words, but I've enjoyed this. So enjoyment and pleasure, one of the highest aspects in the three heads. Those three heads, by the way, are the head of will, the head of pleasure, and the highest head is the head of faith. And if you have faith, then you have everything. And if you don't have faith, you're never going to figure it out anyway.